Josh, congratulations again
Hmm.
for having won the Inch Nicaragua Grand Prize. And I know you have a few questions for me,
Yes.
so shoot.
All right. Well, I'm going to shoot. So I heard that you were a jazz musician.
Right.
As you know, with jazz, it's about improvisation. Doing things off the cuff
Hmm.
once you learn
Right.
the basics.
Hmm.
So you make cigars. And I know people creatively, they're inspired by things like that. Like they take their creative process and apply it to other things. Do you
Right.
take the jazz, the way that you do jazz, the way that jazz is made? Is that how you make your cigars?
That's something that there is a lot of improvisation, and when you're making a blend, and as you're making the blends and you're trying the different blends, which incidentally can take anywhere from sometimes it can take from a week to 18 months, 2 years to come up with a blend. But you're always looking for that, uh, not perfect, but a blend that is something that you think as a like when you compose music or whatever, that you think that your audience is going to enjoy,
Hmm.
and and basically buy your record. In this case, buy our cigars.
Yes.
So there is some improvisation. Sometimes we'll make a blend, and I will smoke it in Dominican Republic. We'll come here, we'll smoke it here, and you're always looking for that particular taste or strength or flavors. So you try different tobaccos to sometimes you don't know what it is. Sometimes you don't know what you're looking for. But at some point, you have to come to making a decision of what that blend is going to be like. And then when you think you have something that's ready and you make the production, you say, this is not what I was looking for. And
Hmm.
it's happened to me a couple of times already, where we've come up with blends, we're ready to introduce them, and we've had to stop them because there was something that was not right.
Hmm.
And I think the fact that I played drums for so many years, jazz was my passion, and one thing about that also is the discipline of practicing constantly. And cigar making, cigar blending is the same. You always practice, you're always making samples, trying different tobaccos, uh, different percentage of tobaccos, looking for new tobaccos from
Yeah.
other parts of the world to see how you can come up with something that's unique. And I think that's something that I'm very passionate about, like I was
Yes.
when I used to play the drums.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple more
Yeah.
questions for you. Like you said, it's like making a hit record. Obviously, you've had some hit cigars. So you have hit records. You have platinum records. You have plaques on the wall. Um, so like you have some of the highest rated cigars. People like them. So when you're making your cigars, are you thinking of what the customer wants, or are you internally making what you like the most and then presenting it to the world to let them make the decision?
Well, um, I think of first of all, if if you make anything, you do anything, I think you first have to fall in love with it, because otherwise, how are you going to present it to somebody?
Yeah.
Look, this is what I enjoy, and some people will enjoy it, other people may not, but you can't do something that just for other people. You got to do
Yeah.
it for yourself first, and then hopefully other people will follow the vision that I have for this particular blend or cigar. And it's almost like you almost go also like into the you know chef, you know
Yeah.
restaurant. They come up with a dish, or even a designer. Like Valentino or Armani or whoever. They have to do something that they think their customers, their fan base will enjoy also. I don't think you'll go to a famous restaurant and he'll make a hamburger because that's what people like.
That's
He'll make
true.
something. He'll make a hamburger, but with his own way or whatever.
Yes.
And I think with cigars, there's a lot of similarity to that. I make a cigar that first of all I'm going to enjoy, and believe me, I've made cigars where people say, "Look, this is not it's not saying anything to me." But still, I'll go ahead and do it because you have at one point you have to come to that decision where look, this is what I like,
Yeah, you believe in it.
and I believe in it. Right?
Yes.
You have to believe in it 100%. Otherwise, it's I've in my experience, it fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my next question is, social media. The advent of that, YouTube, Instagram, etc. It's brought a lot of new cigar smokers
Yes.
into the world of enjoying cigars. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, it is, obviously I won a contest. I'm here because of social media. So, what are your thoughts on social media and cigar smoking?
Well, listen, I mean, even for myself, it's funny because even my wife now is into Instagram and all that type of stuff, and it's such it's such it's informative. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there. There's stuff that me because of my age, I really don't get into, but I think it's something that changed the whole way that one goes to market.
Yes.
It's made it more affordable for companies to put their message out there to
Yes.
the consumers. So I think it's I think it's a great venue in all essence, and I think it's a healthy venue
Yes.
because even now there's so much you can learn.
Yeah, you can.
From Instagram. Looking at the different posts that people put. I mean, it's really interesting. So I'm really excited about the thing that in our company this has been a big for us a big way of getting our messages out there to the consumers.
Yeah. It also builds community.
It builds community.
You
Yes.
get to like meet other cigar smokers.
Yes.
Via online, then you meet them offline at a cigar shop. To enjoy cigars and pair it with scotch, bourbon, and things like that. I've used it
Yeah.
like that, and obviously, I get to follow some of the companies and see what you guys are doing behind the scenes. Which leads me to my last question. I know a lot of businesses have like a charity aspect of what they do. I know you have, I believe it's Carrillo Cares.
Carrillo Cares.
Yes. Can you tell me about that? Like, what inspired you to try to help those in need with your company?
Well, this is for the Ernie ELS Foundation, which is children and adults with autism, and we've been in one way or another supporting this since 2010.
Nice.
Marvin Chankin, he's co-founder of this
Yes.
with Ernie, the golf professional Ernie Ellis,
Yes.
and so we started in 2010. And then we have one day we're sitting in this lounge, and we have a gentleman that works with us, Jerry Grip, that he has a son. I'm sorry, not a son, a grandson with autism. So we started talking about it. Lisette was here, the whole group was here. We were talking about, what we could do to help with this organization because this gentleman was really, having a grandson in this condition. What can we do to, somehow bring awareness,
Yes.
bring donations or whatever to this organization. So we came up with this idea of having when we got the 98 rating, Lisette went to one of the golf tournaments with my granddaughter, Sky.
Yes.
So my granddaughter got, really into it. She's 17 years old, and she came up with this whole concept. How can we help? What can we do? So we had just gotten the 98 rating, so we decided to donate 98 cents for each pledge prequel, which is what we're smoking now,
Awesome.
for every French. When was it? I think it was in February, January, when we came up with the promotion. So we raised about $46,000.
That's awesome.
It is. And as a matter of fact, yesterday we had an event down here with Dr. Aaron, who is the person that's leading the foundation here in West Palm Beach. And it turned out to be a great, great event. She explained so much about, what autism is about, which a lot of us didn't know, really, and how many people it's affecting nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's something that I think for us now, that's something that I think it's going to be an ongoing project for us. As a matter of fact, now in April we have another promotion where we're going to be donating $9.80 for each box
Oh, that's
of
awesome.
Ricos. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and I know you do charity work also. So
Yes, I do. Me and my wife, we focus on children who've been victims of abuse and neglect. Where I'm from in Milwaukee, pretty much around the same time. We've been doing it about 11, 12 years. So kind of started at the same time. So,
Yes.
Yeah. So it's great. I love it. Hearing about companies that want to help those in need, especially cigar companies.
yes,
Yes.
and the great thing about it is, people people don't realize there's so many ways that people can help.
Yes, there is.
And you hear about big companies giving millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands. Sometimes people get intimidated by that. But even, $1, $5, anything that anybody can give to, help any of these charities
Yeah,
really go a long way.
they do.
So,
Each person can play their part. Whether it's your
exactly.
individual or a family business, we all can do a little bit to help.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We're blessed that we have, health. And I think that, we have to, find ways as, humans to, as communities to help those that don't have our same, blessings, I guess you could say.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So,
Well, thank you.
well, thank you very much, Josh.
Yes.
It's been,
Appreciate your time.
I love
Appreciate
it,
the
man.
cigar.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.